When I was about 10 years old, my mom took me to a concert, a little castle in Slovenia, and I heard a duet play basically Balkan tunes. The duet was that of Miroslav Tadic and Vlatko Stefanovski, incredibly popular guitarists in that region. Fell in love with the music, it was amazing. And then 15 years later, I was at my professor's Christmas party in Los Angeles, and here he was, Miroslav Tadic, in Los Angeles at a Christmas party. And I said, "What are you doing here? You're like my hero. What's up?" He's like, "What do you mean? I've been living here since 1987." So we became friends, and then I devoted quite a bit of my time and work to the music of that region, Slovenia including, but this music specifically is more from the Macedonian, Bulgarian region. And so the meters are interesting. So the usual thing to count a song in is like a 4, right? So a 1, 2, 3, 4, or let's say there's a waltz, there's a 1, 2, 3, but we count in 5s and 7s and 11s, etc., right? So it becomes quite complicated, especially if one wants to dance to that. I don't. You may want to wiggle your on the chair and try to, but no promises that it's not gonna be hard. The first one is Chicho. Chicho means an old guy, and this one is in 5/8. Then the second one is gonna be, I actually forgot what I listed, but I think it's Macedonian Girl. So that's in 7/8. And then the last one is Walk Dance, and Walk Dance is in 11/8. That one was written for my teacher, Scott Tennant. And it's based on a Kalajdži skoro. It is a round that is danced. People hold hands like this, and they kind of go back and forth. So you're going to hear the solo versions of these pieces. As of recent, I have had an album out that got me my 3rd Grammy nomination, consecutive one. But that album is with a string ensemble. So if you go online and search for an album called Antorare, you're going to be able to hear these very pieces, but in a chamber setting. A lot of fun, and I think very well done. Same thing by my friend Leon Fish. So I hope you enjoy this kind of traversing through my heritage landscape from Slovenia and then further down south.